Welcome, cybersecurity analysts, to module number 3, SQL for cybersecurity professionals. In our digital world, data is king, and much of it resides in databases. Whether it's authentication logs, firewall events, or vulnerability scan results, if it's structured data, SQL is your key to unlocking its secrets. So, what is SQL? Or SQL. It stands for Structured Query Language. It's the standard language for managing and querying relational databases. Think of a database as a collection of tables, and each table has rows, which are records, and columns, which are fields. Let's imagine we have a security logs table. It has columns like timestamp, source IP, destination IP, event type, and status. The most basic command is select. It retrieves data. Select star means retrieve all columns. To get specific columns, just list them. Data is often too much. We need to filter. The where clause specifies conditions. Let's find all failed login attempts. We can combine conditions using and, or. Let's find failed attempts for a specific IP after a certain date. This is powerful for incident investigation. Now, to see events in a chronological order or by severity, we use order by, ASC for ascending, and DESC for descending. A key security task is summarizing data. How many failed attempts per IP, count aggregates, and group by groups rows with identical values. Check out our advanced SQL techniques in a previous video. Check out our SQL fundamentals full video for an in-depth of this topic. We can then filter these groups with having. For instance, only show IPs with more than 5 failed attempts. This is threat hunting with SQL. Real-world security data is often spread across multiple tables. For instance, users table and login attempts table. We'll need to join them using inner join. The inner join returns rows when there's a match in both tables. This is crucial for correlating events to actual user identities. Now, while SQL is powerful for defense, it's also a common attack vector. SQL injections is when an attacker inserts malicious SQL code into input fields to manipulate the database queries. As a defender, understanding how this works helps you identify signs of attack in logs and understand the importance of secure coding practices. SQL is your direct interface to invaluable security data. For incident response to threat hunting and vulnerability management, the ability to query, filter, and correlate data is a core cybersecurity skill. Keep practicing with various datasets and you'll become a master data detective. Check out more on our SQL and databases course right here on our channel. Like, subscribe, and comment with what you like to see next. SQL, Structured Query Language. It's the language of databases, and databases are where the gold is. If hackers want in, they attack here. If defenders want to protect, they must understand SQL too. So let's go. SQL or SQL is used to communicate with relational databases, the places where apps store usernames, passwords, transactions, and more. As a cybersecurity pro, you need to understand how attackers use it and how to stop them. A database contains tables like spreadsheets, rows or records, that's each data entry, columns or fields, that's the type of data, primary keys, which are unique identifiers, and foreign keys, which connects related tables. For example, a user's table with an ID, username, and password hash. You can do 4 main things in SQL. You can create data with an insert statement. You can read data with a select statement. You can update data with the update statement, obviously, and you can delete data with the delete statement, obviously, but careful with that one. For instance, select star from users is going to pull all the records from the users table. And if not secured, attackers can do it too. So, to target specific data, we can then say select username from users where is admin equal to 1. This gives you admin users only, a useful trick for both defenders and attackers. Now, you can merge data using joins, which combine data across tables. To do this, we use select orders.id and customers.name from orders table, which is then joined with the customers table on particular common column, which is the customer ID on both the orders table and the customers table. Real-world attacks often happen when join logic exposes private relationships. SQL injection happens when an attacker inputs raw SQL into a form field. Example malicious inputs would usually include or 1 equal to 1. This tricks the database into returning everything. It's simple, it's dangerous, and it still works if apps don't sanitize input. Now, to block SQL injections, make sure you use prepared statements or parameterized queries. Always validate and sanitize your input. Limit database permissions to least privilege, and log abnormal SQL behavior. Security tools like OWASP and static code analyzers are also helpful. As a cybersecurity analyst, you may use SQL to extract login records, query audit logs, investigate unauthorized data access. For instance, you can select star from logs where the IP address is a particular IP, and that should return whatever you're looking for. Now, here is your SQL security challenge. Create a simple table for users. Insert fake data. Try crafting an injection attack in a sandbox only, of course. Then secure it using parameterized queries. Check out our other videos, full videos on SQL fundamentals as well as advanced SQL queries. Tag your project, obviously, with SQL Cyber Challenge or V2SDK. SQL is powerful. In the wrong hands, it's a weapon. As defenders, we must understand how data is structured, how it can be leaked, and how to lock it down. Up next, we'll look at PowerShell for security pros, command line automation for Windows security. So like, share, and keep securing your future. This is Vitus VK, and you already know.